Surprise, surprise! We are in my kitchen today because I was planning to do a recipe video for you since forever, and today is finally the day. I will show you how I make my favorite food, and it is roasted sweet potatoes with a kind of sauce with spinach and chickpeas, and the sauce is made of coconut milk with lemon and ginger and dried tomatoes, and it's just super delicious. So the original recipe is by thekitchen.com. It's not mine. Thekitchen.com without an E, but I will post everything down below as always. My version is slightly different because I don't make whole roasted sweet potatoes. I just cut them up and spice them up with everything I have in my spice cabinet, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's so good, and it's not super easy to cook, but it's definitely not hard, and I will walk you through everything, and I hope you enjoy it and want to cook with me, so stay tuned. For the recipe you need 1 can of chickpeas. I have a big can, 800 gram. It's a bit much sometimes, but it's definitely okay. You need 4 cloves of garlic, big ones. You need an onion, I prefer red. You also need a bit of dried chili or just chili flakes. You need around an inch of ginger, and you have to grate it. Also the zest and juice of 1 lemon. If you use the zest, then buy organic, but you should always do this. Then we need sweet potatoes, and I have just medium sweet potatoes. You need 3 or 4, a can of coconut milk, a little bit of oil, half a cup of dried tomatoes, and around a pound of spinach, fresh spinach, but if you use a frozen one like I did, I don't know, 2.5 cups or something, just how much you prefer. You can use a little bit less as well. You also need all kinds of spices, and I will tell you when it's time to do so. The first thing you want to do is wash your sweet potatoes, because we will use the peel as well. The next thing you want to do is just cut them up, just fronts and ends. Be careful, they are really hard. I just like to cut them in good chunks so you can eat them, and just place all of them in a bowl. By the way, my favorite knives, they are from a kind of like a dollar store, and they cost 59 cents I think, and we have so many. They are tomato knives. They are so sharp. They are absolutely amazing for that price. So now for preparing the sweet potatoes, I like to use a bit of oil. Then you should definitely use salt and pepper. So just stir it up. You want enough oil so that they are coated really well. And then I just add my spices, so quite a big amount of salt. I'm really sorry that I don't have like teaspoon measurements for you, because this part is really just what you like to do with it. So on the recipe, like I said, it's for whole sweet potatoes, so I can't really tell you how you should do it. A good amount of pepper. And you could just leave it this way, or you can do it like I do, and I always add a lot of spices, so I will do this now. So I definitely like to add rosemary. We usually have just the dried ones. I always just look so that I see that there's a good amount of herbs on there. I also like to use cumin seeds, just not too many, but I really like cumin. Then we have thyme, whatever it's called. Not much left. Yeah, just they are all like a generous pinch, I would say. Then I also like to add a little bit of paprika, sweet pepper. I love to add a bit of curry. I have Madras curry. It's the little bit spicier brother. And last but not least, cayenne pepper, so that it's hot, at least a little bit. And now we just let that stand there for a few minutes while we prepare the rest, so all the ingredients can really soak into the sweet potatoes and just makes them more delicious than ever. Now I have to cry. I hate cutting onions, I tell ya. You don't have to cut them too small. And just get them right into your pan. Together with more oil. I use olive oil. I think that's wrong because you shouldn't heat it up that much, but nobody's perfect. We can also cut up the garlic. If you have a garlic press, then that would be great. I just always cut them up into really small parts, which always takes up a lot more time than you think it would. So now that's the cut up garlic, grated ginger, around 1 inch, and our lemons. We have to press them. I use this one instead of the lemon zest. It's probably not the best one, but it smells really great. And it says it's natural aroma, but it definitely has sugar in it, which is not the best one. But yeah, our lemons today aren't organic, or at least I don't know if they are. And now we cut up some dried tomatoes, and that's the part I really hate because they are in oil and ugh. 5-6 pieces, and just cut them into really small pieces because they are kind of hard to chew sometimes. The same goes with the spinach. If you use like bigger leaves, then probably it's better to cut them up. Ugh. I transfer the sweet potatoes. I roast them at 200 to 250 degrees Celsius, so I don't know, I think it's 350 Fahrenheit. Just put them in there and they need about 40 minutes at least. Choose those lemons. They are really hard. There's not much coming out of them, which is a bit sad. But you can also use lemon juice as well. Doesn't have to be fresh one. So you can start cooking up the rest of the ingredients when your sweet potatoes are ready in about 20 minutes. So they should be brown already, and there should be a lot of steam when you open your oven. I like to just stir them around like every 10 minutes. And when your sweet potatoes are ready and your sauce isn't finished yet, then no problem, just turn off the oven and let them in there. Or if they are really dark already, then just get them out because they're really hot and they take a while until they get cold. Now we come to the fun part, because this stuff in here will smell absolutely divine in only 10 minutes or so. So just turn up the heat and let your onions sizzle until they get kind of light brown. Now that they are brown, we need the chili. I'm too lazy to cut mine up, so I will just put a few flakes in there. We need our dried tomatoes, our ginger, our garlic, and the lemon zest. It's better if you have real lemon zest. And then we just put those 5 ingredients in here and it will smell absolutely delicious. There it is. Now just be careful that it doesn't burn. It's better if you turn down your heat and then just maybe for a minute or 2 have them all together until you get out your chickpeas and you just toss them in there. And that's why I said it's not as bad if you have a smaller can, because that's quite a lot of chickpeas. So now I like to cook them for around 10 minutes and be careful that nothing burns. You cook these until they are slightly brown. And that's what the potatoes look right now. They are a little bit dark around the edges. I can't really show you because of the heat. 5 minutes are over, and as you can see I put a little bit of water in there, maybe 1/4 of a cup, so that they can cook a little bit better, but they still need more time. Well, at least the chickpeas are golden now. And now it's time to add in the spinach. Doesn't like me. If you use frozen spinach, it definitely shouldn't be frozen anymore, because otherwise it will get really watery. So just put it out of the freezer a day before. Your sweet potatoes should be nearly finished now. So they should look dark. Now you can get your coconut milk. It's not so easy with one hand because it is stuck, but now it comes. Just stir that under, and maybe a little less heat. So then you get your lemon juice. Should be at least 2 tablespoons. I have a bit less, so I also take a little bit of this. I really like it lemony, so don't be scared to put a lot in there. Last ingredients is a teaspoon of ground ginger and also a teaspoon salt. And sometimes it's not enough salt, so maybe just try it and see for yourself. And that's already it. So I just let that sink in a few more minutes, and then we are ready to serve. And now it's time to get them out of the oven. You see how delicious they look? That's so delicious. Can't wait to eat it. So just take a few of those and the rest. And that's it. And that's our finished meal. And I can't wait to eat it because it's so delicious. So yeah, I would love if you like this video, and if you want me to do more of them, then just tell me, because I have lots of great recipes. Yeah, if you cook this, then tell me how you liked it, or post it to me on Twitter, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's eat. Bye bye!